2. Welcome, Disney friends. Welcome to WDW Parkhoppers Live. My name is Parkhopper John.
I'm Parkhopper Sid.
And together we are the WDW Parkhoppers. We are so glad that you are here. If you want to come find us, you can find us over at WDWParkhoppers.com, all over the internet, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all at WDW Parkhoppers. And just for you guys, we're starting to put the audio version of this out. So this will come out later on today in an audio version, or maybe first thing in the morning. In an audio version, you can find us over on iTunes and Stitcher at WDW Parkhoppers. Very excited. Make sure that you stick with us to the end of this, because at the end of all of our new stuff, we're going to open it up for Q&A. So if you have questions, post them, and we'll get to them then. Or if you want to make a comment or ask a question while we're doing the news, we can probably figure out how to stick that in as well. So,
well,
right.
I think we're just about everything but Snapchat. So,
I cannot do Snapchat. Snapchat is not muy bueno for me.
No. So, welcome. Happy Tuesday. We hope you have your cocktail in a coffee cup like we do. Look, aren't we cute with our little matching cups? Aww,
oh boy,
we're so cute. So, welcome everyone. And John, do you want to tell about the meetup for next month?
Yeah, very excited. We're going to talk about the meetup from last weekend in just a second. But before we get too far into it, we want to let you know about the new meetup that we're doing for May. It's going to be Saturday, May 26th from 7 to 9. We're going to meet up, PM. And we're going to meet up at Baseline Tap House at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now, a couple things. Kids are welcome, but there is going to be alcohol there. If that's a deal breaker for you, I completely understand. But kids are totally welcome to come hang out. But we're going to meet up there. We're going to hang out there at Baseline Tap House for a couple of hours, and then we're going to try to sneak over and watch the movie spectacular that they do, and then we're going to try to stick around and watch the Star Wars fireworks spectacular. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we're partnering up with Disney Parks Podcast and Disney by the numbers. So it'll be a good time. It'll be a lot of fun. And that's right before the our passes go dark. So
yes, we are those pass holders that we actually have the silver pass, because we're here, and it's just summer can be a little hot. And as much as we'd like to go during the holidays, it is often crazy busy. So we just try to work it all in where we can. So
right. So let's talk a little bit about, and if you hear noises in the background, that's our producer, Harley. If someone knocks on the door, a squirrel farts 3 houses down, you'll hear him. It'll be pretty loud. But we want to talk about last weekend. So we went to the Void.
Yes. So the Void is the Star Wars experience at Disney Springs.
Right. And
you get to go, it's virtual reality based. So you go in and they give you, you have like a backpack with a battery pack in it, and the
helmet.
Then a helmet, and I can't remember, do we have gloves? No, we didn't have gloves.
Yeah.
And you get to go through, and you're in an experience like you're having an adventure. You know, you're trying to sneak into the base. And I don't want to give too much away, because I want you to go and enjoy it. And it was, so there were some low points.
A few.
And there were some high points. So what do you want to talk about first?
Let's start with the high points. Let's start high. Let's go high.
Let's start low and go high. So we had many reservations ahead of time, and we found out later why, but they seem to be running a little bit behind. So by the time we actually got in and got our gear on, it was an hour after our scheduled start time. So we were waiting outside. They need a sunshade or something. They need an awning, an umbrella. It was a bit much to stand in the sun in line, even though we had tickets and a specific time. They had some technology problems. Like you go in and you've given all your information already, but you still have to go in and put all your information and electronically sign the waiver. And John broke the system.
I did.
It would not let us go through. It was giving us this. They said it was an internet error, and we asked the first guy, and he was not Mickey friendly.
Yeah, the thing we found out is the people that were working there are not necessarily Disney cast members. They're employed by the Void, so they're a little bereft of the typical Disney cast member personality.
Yes, let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
So then I grabbed another young lady and said, "Can you help us?" And she wasn't sure what the error message was. So she grabbed another guy, and he grabbed another guy, and then a female manager came over, and she said it was an internet problem. And I work in IT, and I'm not buying that, but we went to a new machine, and we all loaded all our information again. And then we got our little wristband so we could go stand in another line.
Right.
Yay!
There were 3 queues that you had to stand in line with.
Yes.
And they were progressive. You know, you stood in line to get into the registration. After you registered, you stood in line to go into the where they suit you up.
Then there was the third one in there.
Yeah.
Before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after you get done with that line, then you go into the area where they suit you up. You have to wait until the previous parties go in. So that's the third line. And then after you get suited up, you have to wait until the parties have, you know, a bay is empty that you can go into. So technically there's 3 queues and then an extra waiting area.
Yes.
So all that being said,
and it was, and the system went down on us. About halfway through our experience, the system went down. And the funny part for us was I wasn't being totally patient, and John's helmet went down. So he kind of went blank, or he had a battery. You had something.
it went dark.
My battery died. So I could still see this virtual land, and I'm kind of feeling around on the walls. Well, all of a sudden my hand goes through the wall, and I'm like, oh, wait, this isn't really a wall.
Right.
So I kind of walked through it, and I bumped into something. So I took my helmet off, took my goggles off, and there I see a cast member. I'm going to say cast member because it's a Disney, a Void member, and he's telling me to put my goggles back on and to step back. So we just waited until literally someone came and got us and took us out, and then we had to start over again.
Right.
So
sounds low, but the thing to remember is they're on the bleeding edge of technology using.
Yes.
I want to say Tony said they're using like 100 and some odd. I can't remember
Tony, what was the term?
Frames, 120 some odd frames per second. So everything looks real when you're looking through it, and it really does. This Oculus
it was crazy.
Technology is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But we did get stopped, had to deal with the battery, so then we had to go back through again, and we went through the experience. We'll talk about that on the plus side. And then we got done, and then we had to go through all the photos.
Yes.
Which it wasn't so much the problem with the photos, it was the party makeup was an issue. So personalities in our group were kind of an issue with, you know, Grumpy Puss. And
wow.
And then
that wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't you. And so then we got done, and they had an option if you wanted to take a photo, you know, buy the photo.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said, yeah, it's $15 per photo. But the guy that was with us said $50 a photo, and he lit up, and we're like,
he thought it was 50.
Right.
But it was 15.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was like $15.99. And but the other part of that was you got a physical photo in a little, you know, cardboard frame or whatever, and they would also email that photo to you if you wanted to share it on social media or things like that.
Right.
They did have a special going this weekend. So one of my friends was there, and she helped us out because you, if you participated in any of the Star Wars races, I can't even speak today, any of the Star Wars races that were happening at Disney World, part of the dark side, and you had your medal or your bib, or I don't know what else they would have taken. So my friend handed me her medal and said, see if they'll take it. So showed them the medal, and they let us email a picture to ourselves at no charge. So we're going to put that up on the website. And up on the Facebook page, so you can see that.
Right. So that was kind of the negative stuff. So the positive stuff was experience was amazing.
It really was.
My favorite part was when we got about a third of the way into it, and then we got what I was waiting for, which was the guns, which is also a negative because as soon as one of our party got their gun, then it was all hands on deck, and Tony shot everything and
you're not supposed to say the name.
He shot everything and everybody.
He shot us.
Yeah, he shot us. And which I thought was funny because he's anti-gun.
Well, and wow, you just went political. I can't.
No, I'm not being political.
Right.
I'm just saying he's just like.
So what it was, and he kept shooting you, and you would feel it.
Yes.
And so my chest plate is just vibrating, and it got really, really annoying because I couldn't tell if I was being shot from stormtroopers or if I was being shot by friendly fire.
Right.
And so when we had to go through the second time, because he did it the first time too. Second time, I was trying to convince my partner here, because there's 4 guns in the bay, to grab 2 guns. I grabbed 2 guns. I was trying to get him to grab 2 guns. He didn't pick up on it.
I'm playing by the rules.
I walked out with 2 guns, and the lady looked at me like,
Yeah.
"You have 2 guns?"
Yep.
Yes, I do, and I killed more stormtroopers. So ha!
So the whole scenario is really cool. Like you walk through a door that was created while you had your mask on, and then you started walking through scenarios like you're walking across grates and you could fall in the lava, but you're 100% safe. But it took a little while to get the disconnect between just walk and you'll be fine. And then you got a good long, you had to shoot your way out from stormtroopers, and it was great.
There was monsters to kill. There was some other stuff.
It was a great experience with that. And then Darth Vader made an appearance.
You're not supposed to give it all away.
I mean, it's based off of Rogue One, so of course Darth Vader is going to be. It's in the trailer.
Okay, fine.
So.
I like the element of surprise.
Right.
I don't watch movie trailers if I can at all help it. I just want to walk in and have a new experience.
Right,
so I'm trying to give you that.
So to make this very long review a little bit shorter, it was great. It was $29.99 per person.
Which really was
totally
good.
worth it. Totally worth it. Go check it out.
$19.99 would be better.
Yeah, you can go to thevoid.com and get tickets, and I think there's other locations, but totally worth it here at Disney Springs. Had a great time, a lot of fun. The meetup was, we had people show up, which, by the way, hello to Ralph and Sam. Thanks for coming and saying hi.
So
that
nice
was awesome.
to meet you in person, and congratulations on your run. That was fantastic.
Yeah, so definitely want to check that out. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Well, and then we also saw Kara and Gary afterwards. So they were waiting for us afterwards, and there were a couple other people that kind of filtered in and out. So, so thank you all for coming. It was great to see you, and I hope we see you all and then some at the Baseline Tab next month.
Absolutely.
All right. Before we move on, hi Beverly, hi Kristen, hi Joseph. Welcome. So glad to have you here live with us tonight. All right. So I get the first article because my husband will turn it into a 15-year-old fanboy. So it is now that time to start talking about what? The Epcot Festival Series. So we are now looking at the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. It will be here before you know it. And they released some new names coming to the Eat to the Beat concert series.
Yep.
Everyone knows that the music is always an integral part of the festival series, and they always have, they used to have the Flower Power series, and they have all the different bands that come, and some of them have been around for many years, some are relatively new, but all of them just have a place in our hearts.
Absolutely.
So, new this year's concert series, there will be percussionist extraordinaire and singer Sheila E. This is where my husband goes. Do you need a moment?
Wait. No.
Okay.
No, we don't really have a moment. So we need to
80s Canadian rockers Glass Tiger, 98 Degrees. And I don't know. You always have to keep telling me that they were on Dancing with the Stars. And I'm just, yeah. And then also there's going to be 2 new contemporary Christian music artists, Mercy Me, who a lot of people, a lot of people in the Christian music industry know them, but a lot of people who don't listen to Christian music know them from the movie that came out, I Can Only Imagine, that came out this year. So, which is the story of the making of that song. And then former Royal Taylor frontman Torrin Wells.
Nice.
So, I'm going to give you some names. So we have coming in beginning of September is Mercy Me, followed by Glass Tiger, then Torrin Wells. I'm not going to read you the names of the ones that you know and love because they're coming back. There's still a couple of TBD dates.
Yes, yeah. And you can go to WDW Parkhoppers.com and check out the entire list. But there's a lot of people coming, a lot of returns, the typical usual suspects. It still blows my mind that Living Color comes. Because
I love that Air Supply still comes.
Yeah, we need to see them. Jim Belushi in the Sacred Hearts band is going to be there. I've not seen Jim Belushi. I think that's something we should do this year. One of your favorites, Hanson, will be there.
After one of my other favorites, Starship. So they're actually back to back. I'm excited. Taylor Dane. And of course, to end out the series, Boys to Men.
No.
Wait.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. My page cut off.
Yeah.
It's going to be that Tuesday, y'all.
Yeah.
So we have Boys to Men, the Hooters, and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy rounding out the end of the festival. So very much looking forward to it. It is the 23rd year, and the festival is running August 30th to November 12th.
That's a long festival.
It's a lot of food and wine to drink. It's a lot of bands to listen to.
It's a lot going on there. It's a lot going on.
All right.
So if you're a big fan of merchandise that you can't always get on Disney property or through the Disney online store, D23's announced that there's going to be a Mickey's of Glendale shopping experience coming to Florida. Now, this is an independent experience, not connected to the Destination D event that's coming in the fall. So Mickey's of Glendale is a pop-up shop that's coming to Disney's Contemporary Resort on Saturday, June 9th.
Okay.
I'm seriously thinking about doing this. The shop will be available based on a limited number of 1-hour shopping windows where D23 Gold and family members will be given the opportunity to sign up for a single 1-hour window. You get 1 hour and get up, pretty much. Store typically is private for cast members, where they sell Imagineering exclusive items as well as popular parks and resorts merchandise. Registration is required for the complimentary 1-hour shopping window and will be available on a first-come, first-served basis beginning, if you're listening now, it's going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, April 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern.
So you have to get on a list to go spend money. You don't have to pay to get in to spend money, but you know you're going to spend money. And then you have to probably wait in line while they scurry up all the people from the previous hour and throw them out.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Guests will not be admitted to the pop-up store outside of their confirmed window or allowed to line up earlier than 45 minutes prior to their scheduled time. So if you're not supposed to be there.
Which means 3 hours before someone's scheduled time, they're going to be meandering around the outskirts.
Right. It's going to be a mess. The shopping windows are 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, and 2 to 3. So that's it. That's all they're letting in. So definitely want to get signed up for that. If you're listening to us live, watching us live on WordPress. I'm so tired. Facebook.
Wow.
You can sign up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Or if you're listening to this later, you've probably missed your opportunity. So we're really sorry about that.
We're trying.
Yeah. And then the other thing before we move on is,
speaking of shopping,
there's one thing that you can do to help us out. If you're going to be doing any shopping on Amazon anyway, we're not wanting you to change anything other than go to www.parkhoppers.com/Amazon, or you can go to the www.parkhoppers.com/shop. And if you're going to Amazon, you can go there, and anything that you purchase, Amazon will give us a kickback. Or if you're going to do some shopping, you want to pick up some stuff from Amazon, but it's hand-curated items from Parkhoppers, you can go to the Parkhoppers/shop, and that'd be great. I'd appreciate that, and that helps you.
That is just supporting us a little bit,
right.
Supporting this endeavor to get the news, get the fun, get the rumors out to you.
I'm just trying not to do a Patreon. That's my goal.
That is a good goal.
That's a great goal.
Okay, so
You want to switch? You want to take this one?
No, because you're going to turn into a 12-year-old also.
All right.
So I'm going to read the headline from.
Oh, why?
Oh, because it's funny. So I'm going to read you the headline that was posted from the Orlando Sentinel today before we go on for this next article. So
This is proof that nobody checks.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. This is OrlandoWeekly.com. Disney erects giant Woody at Hollywood Studios.
And everybody knows that Disney loves corporate sponsorship, so I'm wondering if this is brought to you by Cialis.
Wow. Little blue pills passed out at the base.
Or Viagra.
Okay. So with that being said, I couldn't believe that they actually put that out there, but every freedom of the press.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Orlando Weekly, not Orlando Sentinel. My mistake. So.
Good on you, Ace.
All right, so Woody has arrived in Toy Story Land.
Yeah, it has.
Are you done?
You started it.
Yes, but I didn't get all over your Sheila E. stuff.
That's okay.
All right, then.
You're not saying Woody.
Toy Story Land is nearing completion. We have a June 30th opening date. We are very excited about this. Earlier today, the Imagineers celebrated a new construction milestone as they welcomed the rootinest, tootinest, hootinest cowboy around.
Yeah!
Woody has been
erected
to his permanent place in Toy Story Land. Are you good? I'm about to, I don't even know what to take away from you.
No.
So, There is a Woody statue standing nearly 20 feet tall. He will appear as part of the new Toy Story Land marquee, which just sits just in front of one of the land's most anticipated attractions, the Slinky Dog Dash coaster. He's tipping his hat, which measures 7 feet brim to brim, next to the marquee, which is made out of blocks, and a 4-foot tall yo-yo. So this is just a few of the toys that they are featuring in this beautifully designed and decorated land.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Toy Story Land is debuting on June 30th. Guests will shrink down to the size of a toy and join in on the fun with Woody, Jessie, Buzz, and Andy's other beloved toys as we are having fun in Andy's backyard. So as we've talked about, we're going to have opportunities for guests to ride the Slinky Dog Dash, which is a little roller coaster Andy has assembled in his Mega Coaster Play Kit. We can take a spin on the Alien Swirling Saucers, walk through New Carnival Game Box to experience Toy Story Mania, or grab a tasty snack at Woody's Lunchbox.
Woody's Lunchbox.
So, and there will also be opportunities and meet and greets to meet some of the characters from the Toy Story film. So, and that was part of, we've got our little Pizza Planet shirts on. We're very excited. We are supporting Toy Story Land. The Claw. Well, in this case, it would be the Alien Swirling Saucers.
Right, absolutely.
All right.
So keeping up with the Toy Story information, the Fast Pass Plus is now available for those guests staying at Walt Disney World Resort and are within the 60-day prior to check-in window. For example, if you have a 14-day stay arriving on June 16th, amen, 14 days, God love you.
Can we come?
You would be eligible to make a Fast Pass Plus for Toy Story Mania to Toy Story Land on June 30th. It's an honest mistake, kids. I mean, come on. All 3 attractions at Toy Story Land will include Fast Pass Plus, including Slinky Dog Coaster, Alien Swirling Saucers, and Toy Story Mania. Let's just stop for just 1 second. May I interject a little bit of commentary?
Like I could stop.
There's only 2 new attractions, guys. I mean, come on. We've had Toy Story Mania for years. Now we've got 2 new rides, and they keep repeating them like, oh, we've got these new. They keep saying it over and over again. And if you're not paying attention, you think they got all these new attractions coming.
This is 2 new rides, as opposed to Avatar Land that only had 2 rides total.
Right. So, well, they already had Toy Story Mania. So they got 2 new hotnesses and 1 old busted.
Oh, but Old Busted is still popular.
It's a great ride. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Don't make any comments.
So right there over my shoulder, you can see our Old Busted. This is our
Harley. Yeah, this is good radio, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Fast Pass Plus tiering at Disney's Hollywood Studios is being adjusted with all 3 Toy Story Land attractions in Tier 1, and all of the Facebook Plus attractions such as Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster will be in Tier 2. You can select 1 Tier 1 attraction and 2 Tier 2 attractions. That means you can only have 1 Fast Pass Plus for 1 Toy Story Land attraction at a time. So you have a Tier 1 and 2 Tier 2s. Once you get through with all 3 of those Fast Passes, and you can make another Fast Pass if they're available for one of the other Toy Story rides.
Well, if you're here for 14 days, though, you should be good.
Absolutely. Extra Magic Hours at Toy Story Land. Morning Extra Magic Hours for Walt Disney World guests will be held every day from July 1st to August 31st from 7 to 8 a.m. Evening Extra Magic Hours will be held on Fridays. I'll check this out. During July and August from 10:30 p.m. So they're keeping the parks open in summer till 10:30.
Not just 10:30.
And then you get Extra Magic Hours till 12:30 a.m.
12:30 a.m.
Extra Magic Hours includes Toy Story Land and all the other attractions in the park. Park hours during Toy Story Land's opening. On opening day, June 30th, they're currently set for 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., moving from 8 a.m. to 10:30, so you get that extra half hour in July and August. In addition, we
lose a half hour.
No, we move to
8 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah,
start,
you're right,
and then
you're
it's
right.
going to move to 8 a.m. to 10:30, so it's
yeah,
not going to go quite
weird.
as late.
Oh, because they get the Extra Magic Hours at 10:30.
Yes.
So if you're wondering what the height requirements are going to be, it's been a long night.
Yes.
Slinky Dog Dash, the family-friendly coaster, will have a 38-inch height requirement.
I make it. Yeah.
Alien Swinging Saucers will have a 32-inch height requirement.
Okay, well, if I make 38, I can't be excited about 32.
So that's going to be the height requirements. Now, I will say this. I did read a story about the family-friendly coaster. Because of the height requirements, now the question becomes, is it going to be a coaster vehicle like the coaster vehicle over at Magic Kingdom, where they're very smaller and guests of height and size could be problematic.
Height and girth.
Yes, height and girth.
Yes.
So that's going to be an issue.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because if anyone has seen the actual cars that you're going to be in for this Slinky Dog, like look down into it, let us know. We would love to see that. I think that's the end of our news. We kind of rushed through the end because you were so worried about being late.
Yeah, sorry. I apologize about that. But
he always rushes me.
I'm sorry. But we want to make sure that you guys visit us at www.parkhoppers.com/newsletter. Sign up for our free newsletter. That is you're driving me crazy here.
You're fine.
Okay.
Keep talking.
So I'm gonna have to edit the snot out of this. I could just anyway.
We don't edit. That's part of the fun.
No, we do edit the audio.
Okay.
So come over to www.parkhoppers.com/newsletter. Sign up for our newsletter. We send them out twice a week, not a lot. And we want to let you guys know all the stuff that's going on. You get links to different events and stuff like that. And you're the first to know the information as soon as we've got it in there. So
as soon as we figure out a way to spit it out of our mouth.
Get it out, we'll get it to you guys.
Yeah.
So as far as the show is concerned, that's kind of it. We're going to do Q&A for a little while.
Yeah.
So make sure you come visit us at, go ahead.
Oh, you said Q&A.
We are going to do Q&A.
I thought that came first.
No.
Wow.
Because it's easier to edit the show here, and then we can.
Yes.
So make sure you come visit us at www.parkhoppers.com. 4 parks.
One world.
And everything in between.